Hello, Queens. Welcome back to another episode of MomBoss Maximizer. I'm your host, Britt, and I am very excited for this topic today because this is what was the catalyst to start MomBoss Maximizer. So, a couple of years ago, I was given the opportunity, I was given the knowledge of this one assessment that I talk about a lot. It's called the Clifton Strengths Finder. And when I was evaluated, I gave it to myself and my team. It comes back with your top 5 strengths. And the first one was the maximizer. And with this special strength of mine, my number one strength, it's all about unlocking potential and taking people from good to great. So, as this has been one of my strengths, I have really tried to leverage that and build my team at power. So now that I have been able to create and build this incredible, powerful, reliable, organized, loyal, empathetic team, hardworking, everything. I am just so grateful now that I have been able to build my dream team and really solidify on that, because I feel like I've said that with every new team I've had, but really at this point, now I have 6 full-time coaches. I never thought I would ever be able to say that. But now that I've gotten to a place where I want to be with my gym, now it is freeing up time. I am exchanging time and money. So now that I'm paying more for my staff, I'm freeing up more time for myself to do what I want to do, to impact more, to give more. We're going to get more into that because this is what's the beautiful thing about finding your unique strengths, or we call it your zone of genius, and that's where most of the time you should be spending on. And I've invested in a good amount of coaches, and it wasn't until this year where I finally looked at that, because I've known about this strength and I've been building my team through those strengths. And now that we've got a really good idea and execution of how we're operating our business and operating power, Now I'm feeling confident, even more confident, and trusting in my team and the process to step back and to delegate. So let's go into it. How do we go from good to great? And this concept, I think, will really resonate with you in some other ways before we say, how do you do that? So maybe you thought about this before. Maybe this is completely new concept to you. Regardless, I'm just really excited to share it with you, and I would love your feedback and thoughts after this. So I've been thinking about this in two main ways, and it's caused me a bit of discomfort, and it has ended up holding me back a lot from taking that next step and to be great. And this is what I want you to hear. So the first concept is comparing my good to someone else who's in a worse off situation, so that I feel guilty for wanting more. So that's the first concept. The second one is when I feel like wanting great or wanting more is selfish simply because I'm so fortunate for what I have already. So those two concepts are what holding us back from going from good to great. So I want to share those with you because it's how I've managed to constantly push myself to go from good to great, and now helping others go from good to great to unlock that potential. And it's how I check myself when I'm feeling complacent. And there's been a lot of feelings of that in this past year. So now it's so new to me that now I want to give it to you. So let's just go right into it. Let's just say, have you ever felt aligned and want more and feel bad acknowledging that you want more? Hello? Do you want more money? Do you want more time? Do you want a more fulfilling career? Do you want a better relationship? Do you want, in your career path, do you want to switch? For example, if you are in a career and you want to switch companies or get a different job and want more income, what's holding you back from that? Do you want to go back to school and level up your career? Do you maybe want to start up a side hustle because you want more income and want to impact more people? But do you feel like something's wrong with you because you want more? And are you scared of sharing that with other people because you feel guilty and you're back in your box and you're surrounding yourself with the people that maybe are holding you back, or you're surrounding yourself with the people that you feel guilty to talk about it around to? Hey, I'm raising my hand right here. That's me. That's me and my family. My family doesn't get the whole business hustle and wanting more money and wanting more time with my family and wanting to not do the typical 9 to 5 in the corporate world. It wasn't until just recently that I'm like really talking business with my sister, because she is starting her own side hustle. And I'm like, talk to me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's talk. Let's talk. That's who I want to be surrounded by, is people who want more for themselves. Like, this is what gets me so fired up. Oh my goodness. Like, I have the chills. So talking about this is what really, truly triggered MomBoss Maximizer. So a couple of years ago, I take the assessment and I learned, okay, these are my strengths. Great. Okay. I know I'm really good at finding potential in people. Hello. I've taken all of these people who worked out in my gym and found ones that I think would be great trainers. Before that, I formed a whole entire girls' school from the ground up and found these athletes who never thought that they had potential to be a basketball player, to be a track star, and to be a volleyball player. I mean, I could go on with knowing that already. Like, I was confident in my ability and my potential that, yes, hell yeah, I can maximize people's strengths and I can see their strengths once I can have conversations with them and start interacting with them. And look what I've created, power. Right away, Relly comes to my mind. She is a just brainiac. She is reliable Relly. She knows so much information. She is like, she finishes my sentences. She came to me and said, she's the one who came to me and said, I would love to work for you full time. I know you need your help. And we're like, ah. So she's the executor. I'm the visionary. We found our strengths and then we built from there. So let's get into some feelings that like might resonate with you. So just 7 months ago in January, this is when I really knew that I was stuck. And maybe you can feel this too. I just built this dream facility, everything that I was envisioning for years. I had my own office. I have my own office. My team is running the operations beautifully. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not coaching anymore. I don't see my community as much anymore. What do they even need me? I'm feeling kind of like imposter-y, and a lot of feelings were coming. I was feeling stuck. I'm like, I want to do more. I want to impact more. How can I impact from inside this office? How can I just impact 5 coaches? I want to do more. And I was feeling guilty about this feeling for so long. Finally, when a coach really tapped into me and my potential, and I started surrounding myself with people who are understanding this concept, that's when the light switch came on. And he was like, you need to share your story. Why'd you stop sharing your story? Then you're going to connect with people. What are you missing? How did you start this business? Asking me questions that I'm like, I was surrounded by women. I helped women. I supported. I had my transformation, and then I wanted to do that for them. Now, with a little bit more wisdom and experience underneath my belt with growing this business, I had no clue what I'm doing. And still to this day, I feel like I have squirrel brain, or I'm a guinea pig just testing out everything. I now can still give my gifts and my strengths to other women. I know I need to impact and give more on a larger scale, on the bigger realm, a bigger picture. And this is why MomBoss Maximizer was created, because I know how that feels. That's it. I am making my shit the it to talk to all of you and to help you to jump all in, to have a different lens in life. We all have blind spots. That's what's happening here. And we don't know what they are unless someone can point them out. So let's talk about going from good to great. Like a lot of us women stay stuck in the good. It's because, right, that good, it should be enough. That's enough. That's good. My relationship's good. My job's good. My health is good. That's okay. I'm fine. And we should be grateful for that, right? Yeah, we are. But then deep down, you have something in your gut that's telling you, this is not good. I'm too comfortable. This is the worst place to be. Actually, I think like being good is one of the worst places to be in because we get so comfortable, we become complacent, and we just go through the motions of life. And then all these little things start happening in every aspect, in your wealth, in your health, in your time, in your relationships, in your purpose. And those goods just become fine. And then you don't know where to start. And this is where we want to just focus on one aspect that's good in your life. There's got to be something good in your life. Don't tell me there isn't. There's something good in your life. Well, how can we make that great? So when we're talking about just going from good to great, a lot of us don't know our potential, and that's why we need a community. That's why we need people to tell us, to give us the encouragement, to give us motivation. Only you can, yes, believe in yourself and have that confidence, but how can we start and focus on one aspect of your life that's good and make it great? For me, my motivation to be great is my children. My motivation is for my children to see me giving them more and impacting more women and giving more to the community and wanting more for them in their life. I want to leave a legacy for them so they know, so they have these skills. Like I talk to my kids about these skills all the time. And I can see them as they're like 8, 9, and 10 are starting to really understand a little bit more, and it's becoming more fun to have these conversations with them. It is so powerful for that. Like the most powerful thing to me is seeing them understand and comprehend that what we're trying to do in life, and like being grateful, but we can get more. We can do more. You are capable of more. And not to discourage you saying this, but it has been a fault for me, and it's something that I am working on, is that never good enough mentality. So we have to be careful for that too. We have to watch for those signs. And I have definitely been guilty of that. And that's where we continue to practice the gratitude and practice all these things in those aspects of our life. So remember that direction is more important than speed. The number one thing I would say is do not compare your timeline to anyone else's. Do not compare yourself to anyone else as well. You just need to compare you right now to where you want to be. So, and at the end of the day, action is what brings clarity. And that, in taking action, sometimes the hardest thing. And consistently doing it, taking action, and then doing it until you have that feeling of greatness, until you're getting to where you want to be. And that's why we set those goals and have that vision board. It's all connected. There's nothing wrong with wanting more, ladies. There's nothing wrong with wanting more money, with wanting more time, with wanting to impact more people, with wanting to give more, with wanting to actually receive more. But you have to be able to receive as well. Open that up. Open it up. So, when we're talking about going from good to great, and there's those 5 freedoms that we talk about, start small, choose one. Choose one thing right now that's good in your life that you want to make great. And go from there. See how you're feeling, reflect on it, and let's talk about it. Reach out to me, DM me. I want to hear the feedback that you get from these, and or ask me questions. All about asking the questions. This is what I'm here for. All right, ladies, give up the good and go be great. Have a great day.